Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Let's see, Pisces, what your energies will be like in April 2026. Let's do a general overview. Remember that this reading also applies to all those who have their sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, if you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I will be sharing more information with all of you. If you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen. I will be sending you all the information you need. And please note that 3 phone lines have been activated for Argentina, Spain, and the rest of the world, where you will be able to contact a tarot reading service 24 hours a day. You will be able to contact my team of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. So let's channel a message for the sign of Pisces for April 2026. And this starts with the 2 of Wands. Here we have the 7 of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. Well, I feel that this month is a very special month, Pisces, when it comes to the manifestation of your dreams and desires. It's not about dreaming, visualizing things like, I'd like this, I'd like that. This has been my longing since I was a child. This is my dream. So the question is, what is that? What do you love? What is it that you feel in your heart? What is it that you have always dreamed of? The ideal job, the ideal partner. Everything is kind of conspiring in your favor so that you can manifest. So that those dreams don't remain just dreams or fantasies, but instead you decide to move forward. For example, if you had an idea in terms of projects, in recent months you kept thinking about launching this project or job, and this was kind of being delayed. You kept thinking, you kept visualizing, but you weren't executing. What we have here is execution. What we have here is taking action. It's progress. Why? Because now you are sure about what you want to achieve, about the desire you want to see manifested. What is it that you want to become real? So I think that you, on a personal level, this month you're going to feel that confidence, right? That strong, vigorous Pisces who knows what he wants, who is breaking through or overcoming their own limits and starting to dream big. But let that dream not remain just a dream, but turn into action. So what we have here is a daring energy, courage to go after what you love and what you like, for what you are passionate about. If you have always liked something, for example, maybe something artistic, or you have always liked that person, right? You have always been attracted to that person. There is a lot of courageous, proactive energy here of taking that first step, right? Of daring to try something new, something different, to step out of what is familiar. So it's a month with a lot of initiative. A month with a lot of progress and big decisions to manifest those dreams and ideals that you have. Okay? Pay attention, because there could also be a big step in your emotional life, relationships, or romance this month. Pay attention. Let's see what else we have. Dear Pisces, April 2026. Let's take 3 more cards. You have the 4 of Wands here. I like the number of wands there are. The 8 of Wands. And the Knight of Coins or Pentacles. 4 of Coins. All right. There will be good news in your work, finances, or professional life this month. I feel like it's going to feel like some kind of breakthrough, like things are finally getting unstuck. If things were uncertain with your job or your finances, right? It's like the money isn't enough. I feel like I'm I'm paying for more and more things. I'm not getting the money I feel I should be getting, right? Because the work you're doing, the commitment you're putting into your project. This is the month where I see some kind of celebration, happiness because of some good news. Whether it's the confirmation of a job, the launch of that project, the abundance of resources that will start coming into your life, right? This energy around money and finances. I feel like all of this is going to start expanding, and it's going to start growing in the month of April. That's why what I see there is a celebration. I'm happy about this. I'm very happy because I'm starting to manifest. I'm very happy because all that work I've done over so many years or in these last few months, we see so much dedication there. You're starting to generate tangible results. So I feel like it's also going to be a great month for saving or starting to think about some kind of investment. Start creating more financial stability in your life, right? Like feeling secure, feeling like you're standing on fertile ground, right? On solid ground. That things financially are no longer uncertain. Now they're really established, very clear. So it's a month where there will be a quick improvement in your finances and your work. Your financial destiny will be very clear. And your goals too, because there's something new starting at work. New stage, new project. And I feel like this is really motivating. And they just had to make that decision. They just had to take that first step. Share your fortune, share your abundance as well with the people you wish, with the people you love. There will be rapid growth in your finances. That's why I feel it so strongly, like a breakthrough. Let's see what else we have. Pisces sign, April 2026. You have the sun here. That first column is magnificent. The 7 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Page of Wands. Well, because of the position this came out in, I feel that it's a month of pure growth, of radiance, of pleasure, of celebration, and above all, of joy. Because of the great news that will be coming into your life. So pay attention to your phone, those messages, those emails. With those work inquiries, with those clients who are also reaching out to you, I feel that you are going to feel a sense of fulfillment on an emotional level. That's why I feel so much joy for the results you'll soon achieve and for this new phase in your work and finances. Yes, what I see is that you are going to be very firm. You are going to be very firm when it comes to these influences. What does it mean? We have talked about the phone, about ideals, about dreams, but I also feel that you have set a limit to certain thoughts from your unconscious. These can be environments, they can be social circles, they can be atmospheres, toxic environments, confusing situations, or even habits. But there was something there that was confusing you or influencing you emotionally or mentally. I feel like this is the month when it comes to light. You're going to realize it. That is to say, this was confusing me. This way of thinking, or this group of people, or these influences, right? I feel like all of this was blocking my development and my growth. So this comes to light. You're going to have the evidence here. And I feel like you're going to be setting a boundary there. Whether it's a boundary with those people or with toxic relationships, saying, I no longer allow them to influence me because I'm starting to make my own decisions. I feel really good about what I'm starting to achieve at this point in my life. Knowing how to say no when you feel like they're taking you somewhere you don't want to be or you feel uncomfortable, right? He's a Pisces who started to set boundaries, right? Of course, the syndromes seem to be repeated humiliations, right? Sometimes setting the methods is very difficult. Tell me about that. How they open up, how much they give. They give me, yes, okay. These are topics that have to do with people pleasing. the circumstances people face. But you're going to start choosing who you want and who you don't, which places you want and which ones you don't. This is also going to be like a process of natural selection. But I see you're firm in your decision. I see a Pisces this month who quickly uses that momentum to get out of a situation, to move forward on a new path with new ideas, with a lot of creativity, and above all, with a lot of personal confidence. It's like the new experience is calling you. The adventure is calling you. A very dynamic month, a very restless month, I feel, right? I see a lot of moving around, not necessarily long distance trips, but definitely some kind of relocation. Let's draw one more card for April 2026. You have the Nine of Wands here. It's impressive how many wands, how much fire, how much initiative there is, right? And here is a Pisces, of course, who has regained their energy this month, who has moved past doubt. You have to see the past or something you've been through as a test that has made you strong, that has given you the courage and bravery to keep moving forward, persevering. Here is a Pisces who has never given up, whether emotionally with their desires or with their work, and they've always persisted. You've given too much. But this giving, this dedication makes you stronger. This dedication is what allows you to keep moving forward. Maybe with a different mindset, with different preparation, you've become more alert to certain situations. You're starting to notice different kinds of things, especially in your surroundings. Where was it? There. Where was the energy? What was being confused? But now you're gaining confidence this month and the desire to keep moving forward. Okay? I see a very happy month for you, Pisces, both emotionally and in your work and finances. Let's see which major arcana card will accompany you during the month of April 2026. Thank you. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and of course, you are entering a new cycle of change. The key, of course, we've talked about how it's a dynamic month. It's a very fast-paced month where many situations can happen very quickly. The point here is not to cling to the old, to any fixed position, but rather to go with the flow of change and with the new possibilities and options that life will start to give you. Be open to surprises. Be open to the unexpected. You are entering a new cycle that destiny has prepared for you. Dear Pisces, this is what we have seen in general for April 2026. We will be looking at many more details for this month. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you here. Until next time.